Aloha everyone, Trademan1 here, and we're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon anime review. And today, guys, we're talking about episode 15, the episode where Ash catches Rockruff. And I have to say, this was an amazing episode from beginning to end. So let's get into it. The episode begins with Ash, Kukui, and Pikachu just arriving home, looking for Rockruff, and Rockruff ends up coming through the door, all injured and beat up, and I felt so bad for Rockruff in this scene, how it looked so injured, and he couldn't even stand on one of his legs, it was so hurt. Kukui used a potion and basically healed Rockruff up, and they were wondering what happened, why was Rockruff out, and what was it doing? So they put up some cameras, or Kukui had some cameras up. And they basically, like, the next day was, like, leaving, saying, alright, Rockruff, we'll be back. And they left Rockruff, and Kukui actually left Rockruff with a toy. Rockruff was circling around the toy, and then started fighting the toy, attacking the toy. They were watching the cameras from outside, then Rockruff was starting to leave because it was time to go. Kukui and Ash followed Rockruff to see where it was going. And basically, Rockruff ended up going to this, like, mountain area, where Lycanroc midday and midnight forms were there howling, calling all the Pokemon around to get ready to battle. So yeah, this was basically like little battle area where each Pokemon were helping each other out, train up, and just like Pokemon that like really had a passion to fight were there just battling each other. And I really liked that these Pokemon were like training their own selves. We even got to see some amazing battles with Braviary and Fearow, and yeah, Ash's Kukui are like, okay, I understand now, but Kukui doesn't want Ash to go and like help Rockruff out because they want to see what Rockruff can do. So Rockruff faces off against Magmar, and the two battle off, but Rockruff has taken many hits and was not really getting that many hits in. Ash noticed that Rockruff was trying to use a new attack, but it couldn't, and it failed, and ended up getting knocked out because of this. Ash, noticing this, wants to help Rockruff. In school the next day, Ash talks about it to the other students, like about Rockruff having two forms, midday and midnight form. Well, Lycanroc having two forms, yeah. And yeah, that was just a real quick scene. The next day, they go to one of my favorite scenes of this whole episode, the training scene, and I really enjoyed this scene a lot, especially because the full version of Alola, the opening theme, is played during this part. In Ash's series, like, Ash really wants to help Rockruff out, with, like, train up to beat this Magmar. So, Ash starts to, like, give Rockruff advice. Like, they start bopping their heads up and down. Like, they're on the beach, so yeah, they bop their heads up and down to try to get Rockruff to, like, use this Rock Throw attack. Yeah, that's the attack I was trying to use, it was Rock Throw. So yeah, Pikachu does this with Electro Ball, and they try to do this with Rockruff as well, to try to get, like, basically master the Rock Throw. Also like the scenes with Rowlet in this episode. Rowlet was just sleeping in the beginning of the training scene, just laying all over this rock and stuff. It was so funny. There were many funny scenes actually in this episode, like Niquala just rolling around in the beginning and jumping in the water, and the Magikarps. That was one of the weirdest scenes because it looked like it was just one, but it turned out to be multiple. But yeah, those were some cool scenes. Ash and Rockruff begin to train on, like, they start running on the beach. They actually call Rowlet too to say, alright Rowlet, we're leaving you. Rowlet joins in with them. They're running on the beach. They're doing practice battles and much more to try to get Rockruff to basically be ready to face off against Magmar. Kiawe also helps out in the training by first using Flamethrower against Pikachu and having Pikachu dodge it. Then they're trying to get Rockruff to learn how to dodge these fire attacks, and Rockruff almost dodges it, but his tail gets hit by the attack, and yeah. So they keep training on and training on. Kiawe was like, impressive how Pikachu was able to dodge so well, and yeah, how Rockruff still needed some time to train. They were doing push-ups, and Rotom was just so confused in this episode. Like, I don't get what are they doing? Like, how is this training? but yeah, it's Rotom. So yeah, that was a cool comedy scene. When Pikachu and Rockruff start to battle some more, and Rockruff ends up mastering his Rock Throw attack. it uses it against Pikachu, and Ash was so amazed that it wanted Rockruff to use it on Ash as well. Rockruff uses Rock Throw and ends up hitting Ash, and the whole class is so amazed, like, wow, is he really doing this? Like, everyone's so shocked, and Lily was even like, does that hurt? And everything. So yeah, that was a cool scene right there with the classmates. They really like were so amazed, like, wow, Ash is doing all this for Rockruff. We then go to the next day. Oh yeah, and like, also before we go to that scene, I liked like how Ash, Rockruff, and Pikachu were sleeping together and training up together. So yeah, that was a all well done scene. In the next scene, we go to the night again, where Lycanroc, Midnight, and Midday forms start calling the other Pokemon again. They follow Rockruff and end up going back into where, like, the place where they were watching over the Pokemon battle. And Rockruff looks for Magmar and is ready to fight. As the two begin to fight, Rockruff is going at it with many more attacks now with Bite, Tackle, and Rock Throw. Yeah, he was just going in with all his attacks, and Magmar was, even the Lycanrocs were amazed about how like fast Rockruff was now moving. Rockruff was going in for all of his attacks and landing not all of them, but landing a lot of them on Magmar. Even though it did get hit a few times as well, it was landing a lot more attacks, and it ended up defeating Magmar in the end. I really enjoyed that battle a lot. And yeah, they all go back to the beach, and like Kukui mentions that Rockruff is actually not his, but he just watches over Rockruff. So yeah, I was like, oh, so that makes more sense now why Ash is catching it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, yeah, Kukui says Ash, he like basically wants Ash to catch it, thinks that Ash should catch it, and Ash catches Rockruff in the end of the episode. And I really like the bond between Ash, Rockruff, and Pikachu, and I can't wait to see more of their development. This was a very amazing episode and a great development episode for Ash and Rockruff. And now Ash has his third team member. I cannot wait for like more development with Rockruff, especially when he uses the Z move. That's going to be an amazing episode. But I hope you all enjoyed this review. Thank you all for watching. Trademan 1. Peace out.